And welcome back to our studio, joined now by Roch Kubatko. And first, I got to just say this, Roch, I like the pocket wedge.
Thank you. I sneezed earlier and I started to reach for him. Like, no, don't do that. It's just for looks.
I'm impressed, though. So I didn't even have to go out and buy them for you.
I know. You helped fold it for me, though. Yeah. And then Rick did, and you did again, and it's just been back and forth. We're going to go with this one now.
And your mom took care of you on this, huh?
She did, yes. Early birthday present, thank you. I've got 3 others at home, so I'll model all of them.
Pink next week?
Maybe. Could be the pink one, could be the black, could be the gray. Keep you guessing.
Well, we're on the Machado watch right now. We were on the Matt Wieters watch for a couple of years. Now it's the Machado watch. What's the latest?
Yeah, we know he's not in the Gulf Coast League, so we have a tracker on him. We've been following him. He's in Aberdeen now, and, you know, if you're going to get your first hit as a professional, make it a home run, and that's what he did yesterday, a 2-run shot, 6th inning, went to left field. And now he's in Aberdeen. He's working out today, but he's not going to play until tomorrow. And the media has been instructed, leave him alone today. He's not available. We can talk to him after BP tomorrow. And to be honest with you, we talked to him after he was drafted and after he signed. I'm kind of Manny Machado'd out right now, so I'm going to give the kid a break for today. But yeah, I did talk to Mike Bordick about him because, you know, Bordick's the club's minor league offensive coordinator, and he worked out with him for about 3 days in Sarasota. Hit him ground balls, watch him in the cage, watched him run. And I tell you, Bordy is really impressed with this kid. He said that the ball just jumps off his bat. He said he has those long strides at short, covers a lot of ground, good hands, great arm. He kept going on about his attitude. He said he's not going to be an ego problem at all, very eager to play. He mentioned how he's one of those new wave of shortstops like Cal and like A-Rod, the big kid. He's going to fill out, tall. He's still got a lot of room to fill out in that frame. Very impressed with him. Now, what's interesting, though, is that, you know, they drafted him to be a shortstop. Now, they also had Connor Nairn, their 5th-round pick, playing shortstop for the Gulf Coast team. Michael Gibbons was a shortstop drafted in the 2nd round last year, who's coming back from a thumb injury. He was DHing with the Gulf Coast team. So you have a lot of depth at that position right now. I think Machado's the guy who's going to be the shortstop. You might see Gibbons go to 2nd base. You might see Nairn go to 3rd. That's something they could work out down the road. But Machado looks like the shortstop of the future, and Bordick very impressed with him. And
speaking of 3rd base, last night's 3rd baseman Josh Bell homered again. 2nd straight Saturday that he's homered.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, since that George Sherrill trade, all we heard about were the uneven splits and how Bell's much better from the left side than the right, maybe should give up being a switch hitter. Then you look at the numbers. Granted, it's a small sample size, but 14 games with the Orioles from the right side, 290 average, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, a 613 slugging percentage. From the left side, supposedly his strong side, 209 average, no homers, and a 239 slugging percentage, which seems odd, especially when you look at Norfolk, what he did. He hit 250 from the right side, 288 from the left. 12 of his 13 home runs were from that left side. Don't know what to make of this unless he's just getting more comfortable. He's shown that power hitting the ball the other field. The Orioles have talked to him. Buck Showalter kind of pulled him aside and said, look, you know, there's a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges of being a switch hitter. He understands that if you're struggling from one side, we're not going to say, okay, you're not hitting there anymore. But at the same time, if you want to do that long term, we got to start seeing some results somewhere along the line. I'm not going to just keep having him struggle from that one side. So it's very encouraging right now. And, you know, people said, well, you shouldn't switch hit anymore. You have no way of knowing that if he could hit left-handed pitching from the left side, you may as well keep trying this right now. And again, it's encouraging with that power he's showing going to the opposite field.
It's kind of rare, though, that they stop a switch hitter from being switch hitter in baseball.
Right, well, that early anyway, maybe down the road. The Orioles said that they wanted to have their own people work with him after they acquired him from the Dodgers. They only had him for a couple months. They wanted at least a full season or 2, have their own people look at him, and maybe we're seeing the results from that.
Now, Kevin Millwood pitched 8 scoreless innings last night. What did you see from Millwood?
Yes, he was like a little kid in the dugout afterward, wasn't he? He was hugging guys after the 8th inning. Millwood had not beat an American League opponent all season. So if you had August 28th in the pool, go to the window, collect your money. But it was nice to see. You know, he's given up 1 earned run or fewer in 3 of his last 5 starts, 3 earned runs or fewer in 4 or 5, and yet he only had 3 losses and no decision to show for it before last night, so no wonder he was excited. We are assuming that he's cleared waivers, and the Orioles would absolutely love to move him to a contender, give him a chance to pitch in the postseason, and also free up a spot in their rotation for Chris Tillman, who's going to be coming up next week. But they haven't been able to do that, and they don't want to just unceremoniously dump him and say, okay, we don't need him in September, his contract's up, he's not part of the future. He's been one of those, you know, good soldiers you always hear about, very, very popular guy in the clubhouse. It'd be a very unpopular move to just cut him. So the Orioles are going to have to figure out what they can do here if they can't work out any kind of a deal, how you go ahead and make room for a Tillman. And like I said, if there's a team out there right now that wants him, it'd probably be one of those player to be named later or cash kind of transactions.
How about a right-handed hitting outfielder?
They need one of those too, especially with Adam Jones out again. They think he's going to be able to come back Tuesday. But you had Julio Lugo in left field for 1 game, and you had Jake Fox there yesterday. There was the potential to have 3 left-handed hitting outfielders against Scott Kazmir until they went ahead and put Fox out there. Nolan Reimel's going to come up Tuesday or Wednesday, that's almost certain. And Lou Montanez is also on the 40, and he's tearing up in Norfolk right now. He would be another option, but they really do need another right-handed bat out there.